I'm Adrian Bellotti. I play outfield. My favorite player is Sean Carly or Stanton.
All right, so we got some characters on that New Jersey team. Brody Fleming is going to try and shut them down here tonight. 12 years old, 5'3", 95 pounds, X, and a tall task for Brody as his team is on the verge of going to Williamsport if they can win.
Yeah, he's facing a good offense today, but him and that flow right there will look to shut them down immediately.
I don't care what you call me, all right? Just protect me.
Brody, the youngest in a family of brothers, and coach thinks that has made him really tough. Sure, a lot of brothers can relate to that as we are ready to go here in Bristol, Connecticut. This is a rematch, by the way. These two teams have met before in this regional, and New Jersey came away with the win. Stephen Mulatto to start it off for Toms River East. He fouls one back. Stephen Mulatto for this tournament, 3 for 9, has a pair of doubles. Good pitch there and a called strike 2 for Brody Fleming. That's just a little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Stephen Mulatto, whose favorite athlete is Todd Frazier. A lot of Mets fans, a lot of Yankees fans on this team. We talked about the Frazier connection as well, X. And Carson Frazier, center fielder for this New Jersey team, batting third, is the nephew of Todd Frazier, who was at the game yesterday. His dad, Charlie, there. Payoff pitch. This one hit towards second. Backhanded stop by Caldwell, and safe at first is Stephen Mulatto. He's got that speed.
And Mulatto moving down the line right there after putting the ball in play. A nice swing he had right there on a pitch, middle of the way, took it where it came from, gets himself on base as the leadoff hitter for this squad, New Jersey.
Joey DeBeo now. Got jammed a little bit, Caldwell to get it, and they'll get the out at first. Mulatto up to second, and there's one gone.
Yeah, with Mulatto's speed, he still gets himself to second, allows himself to be in scoring position. DeMeo does his job, moves the runner over. Now we'll see Frazier look to drive him in.
Here's Carson Frazier, homered in the game last night despite New Jersey losing to Pennsylvania. He had a really good game, went 2 for 2. Nickname is Big Dog.
When you got a name like Big Dog, you really got to let it eat, especially with runners in scoring position. This kid has some serious power, his coaches tell us.
Rounded up the third baseline, foul. Carson's dad, Charlie, was drafted by the Marlins out of Toms River High in the 6th round of the MLB draft. Bounced around the minors for about 6 seasons, made it up to Double-A. Charlie pitched to his brother Todd in the Home Run Derby 3 times, including that 2015 Home Run Derby, as Frazier pops one out to second. Caldwell getting a lot of work in here in the first inning, Will Caldwell.
Yeah, I feel like that's always one of the great things about Little League. When you get hit the ball early, it allows you to get comfortable, know that what you're doing with the ball when it's hit to you. I love getting the action early. I remember being 11, 12 years old. That was one of the things. I always wanted the ball hit to me right when the game started, so I could get all those jitters and all that anxiousness out of the way. And we know that these kids are feeling a little bit of that when the Williamsport is on the line.
Jason Veterosa down 0-2. There's no question about it, X. I mean, these kids have been dreaming about Williamsport. Many of them have been playing together since they were 8 years old. So when you have that on your mind and you're finally at the doorstep, it's all about calming those nerves and just playing baseball, which is a lot easier said than done. Called strike 3 on the outside corner for Brody Fleming. He strands a runner in scoring position. So Delaware will Garrison pitched against this Delaware team. He threw 5 shutout innings, only allowed 3 hits, and struck out 10. So we'll see if the Coltrane can replicate something similar to that here tonight, or as Delaware learned a little bit of seeing Garrison earlier.
Yeah, Garrison with the eye black, he looks intimidating. He's somebody that throws a lot of strikes, and he's going to have to, but he's going to have to be careful with this lineup of Delaware.
Strikeout on the foul tip from Brody Fleming, 1 gone.
Oh, nice located pitch there from Garrison up in the zone. Gets him to chase a little bit. It's a nice job, a nice start for him, commanding the strike zone already.
Here's Logan Waynick. 5'2", 120 pounds. Logan played on manager Kristen Caldwell's regular season team, so she's very familiar with what Logan brings to the table, the catcher behind the plate.
And I think that's what's so cool too, Sam, is a lot of these kids have played together, play on travel teams together, so they're so familiar with one another and have built a strong bond together playing throughout the course of many summers.
Slow roller towards short, down to a knee is DeMeo. Strong throw across the diamond. How about the stretch by Dom Roma there at first?
Roma showing us the flexibility over there, almost hitting the splits. DeMeo did a nice job staying with this ball. Gets over there, slips a little bit from his knees, makes a strong throw. Impressive.
Here's Matthew Rice. Called strike on a curveball from Garrison to Matthew Rice. Attends the same school as Will Caldwell and Aiden Cawley. All 3 are very good friends on this Canal Little League team. Nice pure swing on that pitch, but pops it up foul territory. Here's Mulatto, almost had it. And it was touch and foul territory, so it'll be a foul ball.
Yeah, and I learned that I met Matty Ice, the nickname they call him, during my time with the Miami Marlins. I played with his uncle, Dan Richardson, who played with me in single A for the St. Louis Cardinals. And I met him on the field while I was playing against the Phillies with the Marlins. This kid, this was probably 2016. Yeah, almost 6 years ago, me and Matt Rice met back in the day.
How great is that, X, huh? I mean, you take a lot of pictures, so I understand why you would not maybe remember that picture, but how about full circle?
That's what's so special about it, is baseball does that. It finds ways to bring everything full circle.
Rice, deep to right field, and gone!
Talk about full circle. I'm talking about a full cut. Look at my man stomping on home plate. That is a strong swing. He's going oppo. They put the home run chain on him. That's how you get your team on the board right there. Matt Rice with a big cut. You see the little leg kick hold. He backflipped it. He knew that thing was gone. Oppo bomb for Matt Rice. Go ahead, young fella. Show out.
Firing up the crowd. Matty Ice gets a little ice himself. Throw the chain on. Love it.
Sam, he understands the stage that he's on right now. He knows all the friends and family are watching back home, all his classmates. He's going to be able to go to school and say, hey, you see what I did?
Aiden Cawley now gets a hold of one. And this ball will one hop off the wall. Aiden Cawley cruising into second base. With a 2-out double, the bats have come alive for Canal Little League here in the bottom of the first inning.
He highlighted the athleticism and versatility of Cawley. Look at, he holds that leg kick such a sweet swing right there. A little out in front, but catches that ball up and drives it out there to left field for a one hop off the fence and gets himself in scoring position for the next guy. And Sam, you have to take advantage of learning, right? You have already seen Garrison, so now it's an opportunity for you to make the adjustments in the past and do what you can to take advantage of already seeing all of his pitches. And that goes all the way to the major leagues. Anytime you can see a guy, you have that advantage of already seeing what he has to offer.
And a strikeout there caps off the inning. Started it out with a strikeout, ends it with one, but in between, the home run from Matty Ice puts Delaware up 1-0. Factory stomping on home plate. Getting the crowd fired up into a 2X. That was pretty special. The chain came out quick.
Yeah, a special moment. The chain, the swag chain, it reminded me a little bit of those Padres and what they do over there in San Diego, but just an explosive swing right there from Matty Ice.
There's Cole Garrison. See if he can get a little revenge here on the mound tonight. Nickname is Cole Train, 12 years old. He's an exceptional football player. His team finished 3rd in the country this year. Plays running back and quarterback. 1-1 from Brody Fleming is fouled back 1-2.
Yeah, Coltrane here looking to be a catalyst for his team and try to answer right back. That's the big thing. You got to turn that momentum right back around to your team and to be able to put a run up on the board for yourself.
Jammed a little bit, but fights it off into center field for a base hit. Bobbled a little bit by Dane Johnson out there in center field, but Cole Garrison will stay at first base with a leadoff single here in the second.
Yeah, and Garrison helping himself out, getting it started. That's how you change the momentum. You forget about what happened the inning before and get right back to work as an offense.
Christopher Tannaro now was 0 for 3 yesterday. The bats fell a little bit quiet against a very good Pennsylvania team. And a great performance by Jalen Bowman last night. Went the complete game and sent Pennsylvania to the Little League World Series and also to the region final. There he is.
Bowman out there. That's what you can do after you've done your work. You go out there and enjoy just being a kid, having fun out there, playing games.
This one hit the other way towards short. Collie up with it. Good throw across the diamond. That's a lot of speed for Tannaro there. Good throw, good catch.
And Collie with a nice play deep in that 6 hole. Showing off that arm strength right there. We talked about that earlier. He can beat you in so many different ways on this field.
It's Dominic Roma. Cuts through another fastball from Brody Fleming, 0-2. Roma is a very solid first baseman. We saw him make that stretch there earlier in this game.
Look at Roma. He's saying, who's saying that's strike 3 in the crowd? Sam, I think one of the things that impresses me most about these young players and young athletes is the arm strength that they have. When I was their age, I didn't have anywhere near the type of arm strength that's on display right now. I remember my dad being so upset at me because he thought I should be throwing the ball harder, and I just never felt comfortable in knowing how to release the ball until I got a little bit older, age 14, 15. So that's what is so impressive watching these guys and how hard they throw.
This one lifted down the left field line, and that'll get out of play. What I really enjoy seeing is some of these players, baseball maybe not their favorite sport, but just the ability for them to continue to play other sports and not specialize in just one sport. Roma lifts this one out to center field. Catch is made out there by Dane Johnson, and there's 2 outs.
Yeah, I think that's an important point, is a lot of these kids are excelling in so many different things. When we get these questionnaires from the kids, they talk about all the other things that they like to do besides baseball, and it's so refreshing because I love these young kids being able to dabble in multiple different sports and multiple different activities. It makes them better all around people and athletes.
All right, so here's Max Micah, son of manager Paul Micah. And he's down quickly 0-2. Cole Garrison started off this inning with a single. He's on second base. 0-2 from Fleming. Gets past the catcher Logan Wainick. And up to third easily goes Cole Garrison.
Yeah, nice job of Garrison reading this ball immediately after it hits off the catcher's glove of Wainick. Important for him to get to third with 2 outs.
Micah puts a good bat on it, fielded cleanly over there at second. And Caldwell takes care of that easily. Runner left at Little League. It's really easy. Visit playlittleLeague.org and enter your address to find a Little League program near you. So Newark, Delaware now back at the plate. They are up 1-0 after the home run from Matthew Rice. Phoenix Luloff coming into pinch hit for Jacob Tralla. Rounds out to start it off.
Yeah, the one thing I've already seen from DeMayo and seeing him in a couple of games, he just really solid over there at shortstop. Always making a routine play, makes strong throws over to first base. That's what you're looking for in the middle of the infield right there.
Will Caldwell swinging at the first pitch.
One strike. Play.
Will, 12 years old. Mom is the manager of this Newark team. Hits this one the other way, right to the third baseman, Mulatto. Another good stretch there. Got jammed a little bit, gets a fist bump from Mom, who is a great athlete when she played college basketball at the University of Delaware. Grew up loving and playing baseball. Also played Little League, Babe Ruth, high school baseball. Actually won his state championship at Caraville High School, where she currently teaches, the high school basketball coach. There's Mulatto again. But most impressively, X, she ended up winning a gold medal for the U.S. women's national baseball team back in 2004. We'll dive more into that and Kristen Caldwell. When the championship game does mean something, you can play for seeding, and it should help out with, you know, maybe a little bit of an easier road. We'll see how it all plays out. So ground ball to third, and out number 1 there as Cimarelli starts it off with a 5-3.
Yeah, for the teams that get to go to Williamsport, it's going to be such a special experience for them. You know, obviously it doesn't include the international factor this year, but still knowing that you're striving for something at the beginning of summer and you've worked so hard to get to that point, and finally you see yourself having an opportunity to celebrate that. Just being there is just the most exciting thing for a lot of these kids.
Top of the order and Stephen Mulatto. And X, you can relate to this too, because a lot of the players like to learn about all these different places and get to know people from different cultures and experience different cultures. And you played in the KBO and really embraced that culture over there. And that's got to be a really cool experience for these players.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best things that we've seen in the past is how all these kids, you know, no matter the background, where they're from, all those different things, they still have a great time meshing all together, enjoying one another. You always see guys high-fiving one another around the bases, laughing. So that time is so enjoyable for these kids. And I remember being 11, 12 years old and just wanting to make the All-Stars for just a chance to represent my city in Williamsport, or even represent my city as far as we could go.
It is not an easy road. These teams have made it very, very far. Here's Joey DeMeo. Fly ball to right center field. Oh! Julian Onley making the catch out there and throwing back to first. That was almost a collision out there in right center field, but Onley making the catch.
Onley and Johnson both ranging very far to get to this ball in right center. You see Onley's jump, immediate. Sees it well off the bat, reaches for a great grab right there. That's why communication is so important as well. At that level, as well as all the way to the major leagues, because you want to be able to communicate with your counterparts in the outfield so you know who's going to make that tough play.
Carson Frazier rips one into right field. Thought about throwing out at first. Gets the ball into second base. And New Jersey. A little two-out rally here. Runners on first and second.
Frazier, look at this toe tap, line drive swing over there to right field. Another bullet coming off his barrel.
Back to the pitcher, and Brody Fleming brings it in. NL East is going to be an exciting race down the line.
San Francisco playing such good baseball right now, clicking on cylinders, offensively, defensively. The pitching is there. It's been impressive to see how consistent they've been.
Bottom of the third, Julian Onley, a 2-1 count. Squares to bunt, pops it up, and that hits him. Hit him in fair territory, so he will be called out there. That is really tough.
Yeah, that's
got him right on the back
because the bunt looked like it was great placement, right? You see him square around, good form. He's looking at the ball. He's trying to get out of the way, puts his head down. But as soon as he did that, that's when the ball found him and hit right off of his leg.
So back to the top of the order now, and Brody Fleming. Tough break there for Newark. Cat in the Hat, favorite book, Dr. Seuss?
Cat in the Hat, one of my favorites. And my favorite all-time Dr. Seuss book is Oh, the Places You'll Go. That's my all-time favorite.
That's a good one. Brody struck out in his first at bat. That one is outside. Brody's been one of the two main starters on the mound for this team. He attends Alfred G. Walters School. When asked what position he plays X, he said pitcher, shortstop, outfield, or any position you need me to play. One of those guys.
That's one of those guys you need on the team. You know, he's willing to do whatever for the team. Manager Kristen Caldwell told us that he's one of those kids that has some dog in him, and he's confident all the time.
3-1 from Cole Garrison. Popped up on the infield over to first. Easy work for Roma. And two gone. Cole Garrison just kind of eased in after giving up that home run to Matthew Rice back in the first inning.
Number 8, Logan Waynick.
Here's Logan Waynick with two gone, nobody aboard. And he swings to the first pitch. Tough play over there at third. Mulatto up with it. Another stretch. Oh, X, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, this kid is making some nice stretches over there at first base.
And I think he may have dropped that ball. Safe. So the call corrected, but the stretch was there nonetheless. If he could have held on to that one.
I mean, you talk about almost making a ridiculous pick right here. You see Roma, the setup over there, almost had it. My man's been doing his mobility and yoga classes. I know that.
Here's Matthew Rice again. Big hack up in the zone. He was looking for another home run. Had a solo back in the first.
Matty Ice, he's not looking for a line drive back up the middle. He's looking to go deep again.
Got a really nice swing. And he lifts this one out to left center field on a line. One hop off the wall. Logan Wainick coming in to score. Here's the throw, not in time. An RBI double for Matty Ice.
Matty Ice continuing to be the catalyst for his team, taking some really solid swings. This kid has a nice approach, smooth swing through the zone. His barrel stayed through the zone for a long period of time. We already saw him go oppo to right field. This time he gets a ball, keeps his hands inside, hips clear through the zone, gets that barrel driving that baseball in the left center gap for a double and another RBI.
Matthew Rice and Aiden Colley have some great swings.
Let's go.
Wainick's thinking first to home. He's not stopping whatsoever. Quick little pause, but make sure he gets himself in there with the smooth slide at home plate.
Just a little hezzy for him at third base.
Threw him a little hezzy.
Aiden Colley with a double already tonight. The 0-2 count from Garrison. Just a bit outside, maybe low.
I love how Colley gets ready early with that leg kick. He kind of holds it there, almost a little Ronald Acuna style. Holds it in the air for a little bit, recognizes the pitch, and then gets his hack off.
1-2. It's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Aiden Colley. Hit a grand slam in the last game, the last win against Washington, D.C. Bats came alive for this Canal Little League team. They put up 14 runs against D.C. Colley also has 6 RBI in this region. And that's up. Another good eye from Aiden Colley. Works the count full.
Yeah, you can tell Aiden has a good idea of the strike zone, knows what he's trying to go after, working this count to 3-2. Making Garrison work and being a tough out.
Payoff on the way. Called strike 3. So Garrison gets out of the inning, but Matthew Rice continues to be a problem for New Jersey. They trail 2-0 away from the ESPN Bristol campus.
Sam, big ice cream day. That was one of the best things about Little League. All the snacks, all the things that you can get concessions-wise, that's where I lived right there. As soon as the game was over, I'm running to go get the snacks after the game. Or if the mom that usually brought the snacks or whoever it was, I'm first one in line.
I played Little League at Avon Little League, which is right down the road from Bristol, Connecticut, and we had a snack shack there at Sperry Park that was right behind the left field wall. And the grill would start going around the 5th inning or so, so you could smell the dogs and burgers getting fired up there. So that was enticing.
That sounds so good. You know, on the hot day too, not only ice cream but the snow cones. Those I was big on the snow cones, man. Just throw all the liquid in there.
Strikeout for Brody Fleming.
I was the one that took the syrup from each different type of flavor. It was like 20 different flavors. I would just, every single one, just dump it all in. I would have more flavor than ice.
Christopher Tannaro gets a hold of one out to center, but right there is Johnson to make the catch. And a quick 2 outs for Brody Fleming. New Jersey trying to get something off Fleming here. They've had a couple runners get in a scoring position, but 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position so far tonight.
Yeah, Tannaro, good swing there. Johnson just perfectly in the right spot defensively. So New Jersey should have some confidence knowing that these guys are taking some good swings. We might start seeing some subs coming in. getting some guys off the bench.
99, Adrian Bellotti.
So here's Adrian Bellotti coming in to swing from the right-hand side, number 99. Both these teams have 13 players. Every player has to play. Minimum of 1 at bat. And Bellotti grounds one sharply towards short. Colley can't handle it. And just in time over there at first. Bellotti can't believe it. Thought he beat it out. Good job by Colley to stick with that one and get the throw off over to.
From the first time I met one of my favorites, Tony Gwynn, growing up in San Diego, a guy that I watched every single day religiously and always wanted to know his batting routine and what he did off the tee and how I could get better. So I got to meet him one time through Bruce Bochy, who was managing the Padres at the time. His son, Brett Bochy, was on my Little League All-Star team. They took us to Petco Park, and I got to meet Tony Gwynn, and it was the most ecstatic I've ever been in my entire life.
I'm curious, Xavier Scruggs, you played Little League, you made it to the big leagues. As we see some changes here, what is the message for some Little Leaguers at home? What would you tell them at age 12 or 13? Because a lot of them say they want to be in the big leagues.
Yeah, it's so cliche, right? But really just going out there, having fun, relax. You know, don't take it too seriously. This is the time when you get to really enjoy everything that you're doing and being with your friends. I think remembering those things will help you enjoy the game and continue to think of it as a game. Because the guys in the major leagues that will tell you, the ones that still consider it a game, the ones that still have fun, the ones that really understand that it's an enjoyable part that we get to, it's a privilege that we get to have as players at that level, those are the ones that excel. Those are the ones that continue to keep it in perspective and understand how lucky we are to continue to play this game.
Carter Sherman with the 1-1. And just a little bit down.
A lot of these kids don't realize it at this time, but some of these relationships that they have with their friends on this field, they'll have, you know, forever. And really, I still talk to some of the guys that I played Little League with. And I think that's what's so special about this time, these guys that spend so much time together during this summer. And summers before this, right? Some of these guys play on travel teams together, so having that time and that bond is something that will always be memorable to these kids.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Sherman. He fouls that one back. Some defensive changes as well to mention. Dom Sabatino out in left field now for Cimarelli. Jalen McLean is in right field, and Adrian Bellotti has come in to play first base.
And Sam, how about Garrison on the mound? I mean, kid's been extremely impressive. 13 first pitch strikes out of 14.
Ground ball towards third base. Mulatto with a strong throw to first, 1 out.
They don't call it the hot corner for nothing. Mulatto over there, such a calm and composed kid. You never see too much emotion out of him. Never too high, never too low. The sign of a kid that really knows what he's doing out there on the field.
Jacob Tralla now, only 43 pitches, now 44 for Garrison. Tralla lays down a punt. Mulatto read it well, and that's easy work for the third baseman. 2 outs.
Pretty good bunt there by Tralla, but Mulatto immediately, as soon as he squares around, he's in there quick. We know the speed that he has at the top of the lineup, but shows it on defense as well. Great instincts right there by Mulatto.
Yes, he did.
Here's Chase Lednam coming in as a substitute pinch hitter, son of Coach Ludnam. Dream job is to be an NFL announcer. Called strike 2 to Lednam there. Overcame a thumb injury this year, did Chase. and has played really well this All-Star season. Dad John is a regular season manager, and as we said, coach on this team. Garrison, the 0-2. Called strike 3. 4 strikeouts.
How about J.J. Vogel, though? On the mound, had 13 strikeouts, also gets it done at the plate. Big win for Ohio as they are headed to the Little League World Series.
Thank you, Kelsey. Yep, back here in Bristol, Connecticut, Mid-Atlantic Region semifinal. And Newark, Delaware on top 2-0. Both runs produced by Matthew Rice. New Jersey trying to get something going here with Jalen McLean at the plate. Seen a lot of good stories. Go ahead, X.
I was just going to say, you have to hand it to Fleming. The way he's navigated this New Jersey lineup, he's been extremely efficient with all of his pitches, locating on the inner and outer half. I've enjoyed watching the way that this young man has thrown strikes out there and commanded the strike zone.
He's letting his defense do some work as well. Just a pair of strikeouts so far.
And he's doing it with the old school socks, the stirrups. He's sporting them. I love the swag right there. Reminds me when I had to rock the pants up with the St. Louis Cardinals. It was team mandated when we were in single A and double A, I believe it was, for the Cardinals in the organization. We had to wear the pants up for a few years.
McLean works a walk. I'd imagine that you were not too big of a fan of that style. Whenever I see pictures of you playing, you were wearing the pants to the shoes.
I gotta rock them to the shoes, man. I'll be the one that would tuck it behind that back cleat.
Yep.
It would be so far down there.
Here's Dominic Sabatino batting in the 9 spot for Kalen Cimarelli. It takes a big hack there. Fleming got him down 0-2.
Fleming with that late life on his ball, moving to the outer half on Sabatino.
Sabatino rolls one to second, trying to turn 2. Caldwell and Colley back to first. The 4-6-3. And how about that? Sabatino going immediately to the headset there.
He said, I think I was safe on that one, but look at the middle infield for Delaware. Letting them and Colley turning that thing quick. Yeah, I think he did. Nice stretch over there by Matty Ice. But Sabatino with that speed, he was getting down the line.
So here's how video replay works in Little League. Managers can have unlimited successful challenges, but lose the ability to challenge once they have 2 unsuccessful challenges. Safe is the call. Sabatino knew it. And he's fired up. Look at this.
He understands how important it is just to get base runners at this point in the game. He knows they have to get something started. Even if it's with 2 outs, they're looking for a 2-out rally. At least push 1 across here.
Back to the top of the order, and Stephen Mulatto fouls that one off. Called strike 2 to Mulatto. Represents the tying run for New Jersey. He's 1 for 1 with a walk today. Pops this one up down the right field line. No man's land, and it lands in foul territory. Good effort out there by Onley, the right fielder, trying and hustle over there.
Onley has good speed. He tried to range out there to get to that play. Delaware knows how important each out is now at this point, and they're just counting them down.
Again, winner of this one advances to the Little League World Series. Just a bit outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Stephen Mulatto. These players fill out questionnaires, as we've talked about, and in his questionnaire, when asked what he would do if he won the lottery, he replied, "I'm 12. I can't participate in the lottery." And he strikes out there, 2 gone.
He seems like he has that demeanor. He would just shoot it straight, that's for sure. Big K by Fleming. Fastball up in the zone, 2 outs.
I'll tell you what, X, Fleming doesn't waste a lot of time up there. He is quick to home plate.
No, he's rearing back. He's getting the ball, rearing back and firing. We see the ball to strike ratio, throwing a lot of strikes and knows how to mix it up well.
That's pitch number 71. You got 85 pitches in Little League, and then you have to be taken out of the game. 1-1 to DeMeo. Turned on that one, laces it foul out of play.
Yeah, Fleming has to be careful here, because if there's one guy in this lineup that can change the course of the game with one swing, DeMeo has that ability.
One, 2. That's up. DeMeo had a great game against Delaware. Went 2 for 2 in the first game with a triple. So far tonight, 0 for 2. Fleming deals. That's up. Not giving DeMeo anything too good.
And credit DeMeo for getting himself back into the count, fouling off a few pitches. Now looking for a mistake.
Reaches for that one and pokes it out to right field. Up to second base goes Sabatino, and he stays there. Runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
What an at-bat by DeMeo. Continue to foul off some pitches, getting deep into the count, just places that ball perfectly into right field. Didn't try to do too much, just make contact with it. Now you have the winning run up at the plate, but at least trying to scratch across 1 run with Frazier at the plate.
Frazier, who we have talked about quite a bit, nephew of Todd Frazier, has homered. He hit a home run last night over the left field wall. New Jersey 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position tonight, and Fleming is down 2 balls, no strikes to Carson Frazier. There's his dad, Charlie. And he knew that was a pitch to hit.
That's going to be one of the best pitch he sees all night. Luckily, he's still in the driver's seat at 2-1 for Frazier. Fleming still looking to be careful here.
Just a bit low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count to Carson Frazier. Fouled that straight back, right over the head of the catcher, Waynick.
Frazier taking some really good cuts. And one thing for him is he's looking to get extended. A guy with a lot of power. He just has to make contact.
Up in the zone, ball 4. Fleming can't believe it, and the bases are loaded.
Yeah, some really good at bats from the last hitters in DeMayo and Frazier, both working full counts. Can't wait to listen into this conversation.
Everybody look at me. We're about to get out of this. Okay? Look at me.
Wait. And Liam Fresconi will get his first at bat. Takes a pitch outside from Cole Garrison, who has been really good tonight, X. Just bats haven't been able to get runners in scoring position. The team's 0 for 6.
One ball.
Yeah, Garrison's done a really nice job of just letting his defense work behind him, too. Just throwing a lot of strikes and being aggressive in the strike zone. Got to hand it to him.
Pitch right there.
Fresconi's favorite athlete, JT Realmuto, somebody that I played with during my time with the Miami Marlins. Such an athletic catcher. One of the guys that I enjoyed playing with so much because he does so much for your team, not only offensively but defensively, and knows how to handle a rotation and a bullpen so well. And we see what he's doing for the Phillies, who are starting to take a run.
Liam hit a home run in the team's district championship game to help them clinch a win. Takes a big hack at that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
TToms.
2-2. Fresconi gets all of that one into left field. Off the bench to a single. And Delaware continues to roll on, and they may roll on to the final and Williamsport if they can hold on to this lead here, 2-0.
Sometimes it bounces.
Look at our bracket here. We saw Oaks, Pennsylvania punch their ticket against this New Jersey team last night by a final of 6-1. Who will go to Williamsport tonight? Tristan Morley is getting his first at bat. Does some pitching and plays in the outfield for this team. There you see Aiden Colley warming up out there in the bullpen.
Play.
That's one of the things you got to love about Little League Baseball. From going from shortstop, warming up to the bullpen, getting ready to close this game if he has that, should have that opportunity. But just being able to do so many different things on the field is special.
I know it was down the middle. I don't know what he's looking at. Calm down, relax. All right. Where's that pitch, Blue? Down? All right, pick it up a little bit then. Let's go, all right? Let's go.
That's okay.
And just trying to give his team a breather there and try to see what his pitcher Garrison is doing and what he needs to do to get some of those balls called strikes.
Play.
1-1, Marley, who is said to have just pure power on this team, takes a big swing at that. He's down 1-2.
Oh, see the ball, through the ball. Let's go.
Ground ball towards first, picked up, throw back to second. Tag not applied there, and Fresconi is safe. Heads up play by Adrian Bellotti there at first, just to touch the bag.
Yeah, a nice job of Fresconi by staying on the bag. Sometimes base runners will pop up from that bag, and we saw DeMayo keep that tag on him. Sometimes you get called out if you pop up off that bag.
Brody Fleming has been really good on the mound tonight. 0 for 2 at the plate, looking for his first hit tonight. There's a called strike. You'll notice also in Little League, a unique rule, the base runners cannot leave until the ball reaches home plate. So you have to have 1 foot on the base. You'll see Frisconi still hold that base until the ball reaches home plate.
And both this Delaware team and Fleming know how important that base runner is out there at second base, trying to push across another run to just help build this lead. We know how in Little League the game can change just like that.
Ground ball to second base. Tenaro over to first. 2 gone. Up to third. Will go for Frisconi. Looking for some insurance. Here's Logan Wainick. Bottom of the 5th. 2 gone.
Wainick taking a big cut. His dream job to be an MLB player one day. Keep doing what you're doing, young fella. Keep working hard. Keep doing the little things, working on the weaknesses. You'll have that opportunity to be there.
This one hit well out to right center field. And that rolls off the wall. There's the insurance you wanted, Newark.
I mean, if my man Wainick just continues to do that for the next 10 to 12 years, he'll find himself in the major leagues, putting that ball oppo in the gap, driven with the opposite field power. He fell, slipped over there at first base, but calmly collects himself and gets himself back over to first base.
Number 6, Phoenix Luloff enters as a special pinch runner.
So Matthew Rice is going to bat here. His family all watching on ESPN.
The batter is number 22, Matthew Rice.
Had the huge home run back in the first, the RBI double in the third.
Yeah, you got to think about how exciting it is. We see the Rice family all supporting from back home. Someone that I played with, Dan Richardson, in that picture from our Cardinal days in the minor leagues. What an awesome support system Matty Ice has back home.
Ripped towards short. DeMayo had to hold on to it until Tenaro got over there to second. But Matty Ice is hitting the ball hard all night, and his team is on top 3-0. More than it has in years past. No international teams. There will be 16 teams from all across the United States. 2 of those teams will come from this Mid-Atlantic region, one of which is already in, Oaks, Pennsylvania. The other will be in with a win tonight here in this one. Delaware on top 3-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Cole Garrison 1 for 2 tonight, trying to get something going here. And the last chance for Toms River East.
And Sam, with this deficit here, a lot of times you'll see the other team take until they get a strike, at least trying to get some guys on base, understanding that one swing isn't going to win this ball game. So they're trying to create base runners and try to get themselves afford to get the big inning here.
And so that is Brody Fleming's last batter. He has maxed out at 88 pitches. The maximum is 85. All right, so Brody Fleming and Aiden Colley switch places after Fleming's day is done on the mound. He goes over to shortstop, and Aiden Colley
stay on
enters.
Top. Get right down
Also
the mound.
known as Ace. And Kristen Caldwell giving just some final words of encouragement here. She said, pound the zone.
Good.
Yeah, Sam,
Make sure
that's
you
got to
throw
be
a couple
the
more
biggest
fastballs.
focus here and the biggest priority.
We're pounding strikes here.
You're up 3-0. You don't want to give away any more freebies. There was already a walk in the beginning of this inning, so keeping guys off base, allowing your defense to work behind you. And we see the versatility of Aiden Cauley. We talked about it earlier in the game. He's able to do so many different things. Now we get to see him highlighted on the mound, and they're just looking for him to throw strikes. That's the biggest thing he has to do here.
Christopher Tannaro will step in. All Delaware needs is 3 more outs. And they're on their way to Williamsport. Can they do it? Called strike for Cauley to get it going. This one lifted out to left field. That's going to get over the head of Trolla. Here comes Garrison, who'll hold at third. A double for Christopher Tannaro. And New Jersey has something going here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, great swing by Tannaro. Uses the backside, gets through that baseball really well. We see the backspin on it as it gets over the head of Trolla. Trolla, nice job getting to the ball as quick as he can and getting a strong throw in the infield. Luckily, Aiden was right there in the middle of the field, being able to retrieve that ball, so no other runners advanced.
That's the challenge, the back foot out of the box.
So it looks like we're having a review here. Where's that left foot, X?
Are they trying to say that back foot might be out of the box?
Wow.
That's one of the things we got to remember in Little League. It's important. We don't know if it's quite reviewable, but it's important to stay in the box because you can get called out of that box.
So that play is actually not reviewable.
It's not a...
Well, it may not be reviewable, but Kristen Caldwell may have had a point there.
And luckily, Sam, they do not lose a review, so they still have it intact.
Nobody out. Second and third, Adrian Bellotti represents the tying run at the plate. How important is that first run, X?
Yeah, I was just literally about to say that first run is so important to just get across for some momentum. And if you're Bellotti, you're just looking for a pitch to put a good hack on. Don't try to be too pretty with your swing. Don't try to be too aggressive. Just put the ball in play. Push one run across if you can.
Bellotti out to center field, fairly deep. Back on it is Johnson. He'll make the catch. Tagging up is Garrison. He will score. And New Jersey gets on the board here in the 6th inning.
And nice job, Bellotti, there with 2 strikes. Recognizing a mistake up in the zone. He was able to drive it out to deep center. Johnson with a nice play securing the catch, and Tannaro tagging, getting himself to third.
Called strike to Max Micah. Did he chase that one? No, he did not. Just able to lay off the high cheese from Aiden Cauley.
And this is a situation where it's almost tough to tell yourself, hey, don't be overly aggressive. Get something in the middle.
Ground ball through and into center field. New Jersey is down by 1.
Some extremely clutch hitting by New Jersey right now. It took them until the 6th inning to wake the bats up, but they are alive and well. We see Micah driving it right back where it came from, up the middle. The winning run is at the plate.
Galen Cimarelli was taken all the way there on Collie. It's 0-1. Still only one out, so you got an out to play with here. Favorite player, Chris Bryant.
And if you're the defense of Delaware, you're just focused on getting one out. Don't worry about trying to turn a double play on a ground ball. At least get one out.
This ball hit out to right field. That's going to drop. Max Micah will hold at second base. Back-to-back singles. And New Jersey keeps the train rolling.
We see another opposite field swing, another opposite field hit. And it was a nice job of Micah making sure that he stayed at second base. Not trying to make the last out, or not trying to make an out at third base, but keeping himself in scoring position at second, knowing Onley has a strong arm in right field.
Tying run is in scoring position. Here's a ground ball to short, underhand toss, letting him go. Held on to it, smartly held on to it, and they get the second out there at second. He thought about throwing it over to first.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and that's when you just start to see the maturity of these players, understanding how important defensively it is to secure an out and not throw the ball away. No need for letting them to throw that ball to first base. Just make sure you get one.
And it all comes down to Joey DeMeo. Winner advances to the Little League World Series. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, and they are going to intentionally walk Joey DeMeo. And that will bring up Carson Frazier. Here we go, X. Bases juice, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Called strike.
Frazier, a guy, a threat in the middle of the order. We know the power he has. We know the genes he has. Todd Frazier, obviously. We talked about him. We'll see what he does here.
Setting up outside. That's well outside. Frazier lays off it, and the count evens. One. Up in the zone. That's some heat from Collie.
Yeah, the big thing in this situation, keeping yourself calm. Your heart is beating, especially as a young little leaguer. Just trying to keep yourself relaxed as possible.
Just a bit outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Collie wanted it. Frazier to right center field, and this is going to drop. We are tied. Can New Jersey take the lead now? They will. How about it, Carson Frazier? A 2-run RBI double. 3-run, clears the bases.
New Jersey down to their last out. Carson Frazier with the solid, short, compact swing, driven to deep center. They all know how big that swing was. DeMeo slides it at home. So much excitement for this New Jersey team at this moment.
So Carson Frazier, who hit a home run in the game yesterday, comes up clutch to give Tom River East the lead in the top of the 6th inning. Wow.
And Frazier had been taking great swings all day. New Jersey up until this inning had left 7 runners on base, and they were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. That all changed this inning.
Two balls and a strike to Jason Veterosa. And he lines one out to right field. Carson Frazier being waved around, and he will score. It is 6-3 New Jersey. What a comeback here in Bristol.
You see how hyped the New Jersey side is. Veterosa just gets his hands inside this baseball, flicks it over to right field. Carson Frazier in, scooting around the bases. He's juiced. He's getting the crowd juiced. He's like, let's go, baby.
Unbelievable.
And Sam, we started to see the momentum shift early in this inning. And you got to go back to think about that intentional walk choice as well. Walking DeMayo to face Frazier, one of the biggest threats in this lineup. And the way he was swinging the bat today, I don't know if that would have been my decision.
Delaware was 1 out away, 1 strike away. Now they still have the bottom of the 6th. Colley trying to keep it a 3-run deficit here. Man. This ball skied out to shallow center field. Ledendam is there to make the catch and finally end the inning, but not before Toms River East comes back, puts up a 6 spot in the top of the 6th, and they lead 6-3. Can Delaware answer? Carson Frazier, with the bases loaded, doubles out to center field with his team down 1, clears the bases, puts his team on top. And Toms River, New Jersey puts up a 6 spot in the top of the 6th inning to come back after trailing 3-0. They hadn't been able to get anything going with runners in scoring position. Finally, they were able to get some runs on the board. There's Charlie Frazier, Carson's dad, cheering him on and cheering on this New Jersey team. If they can get 3 more outs, they will go to Williamsport. And Colley starts it off, grounds over to third. Mulatto's throw is high, but brought down by Roma.
Mulatto continuing to make nice plays over there at third base. He's got great instincts over there. Ranges to his left. Makes a nice backhand strong throw. Roma getting back on the base just in time.
What amazing heart and fight from this New Jersey team. Carter Sherman now, 1 out, nobody aboard. He grounds one foul, it's 0-2.
And you have to look at the job that Garrison has done on the mound.
Yeah.
His efficiency has become that much more magnified because he's only at 67 pitches. We see he's gone 5 1/3 and really let the defense work. And now he's still in this thing looking to close it out.
His 5th strikeout tonight gets New Jersey 1 out away from the Little League World Series.
Gets himself another K, but more importantly, 1 out away. Making quick work of Delaware has been his plan all day, no matter the runs that they've scored. And he's done a nice job up until this point, continuing to throw strikes.
Here's Phoenix Luloff. A 1 up in the zone. Curveball slipped out of the hand of Garrison there.
No time to get pretty. Continue to throw that fastball in there for strikes and try to get this last out on the ground.
Ground ball foul up the third base side.
And for Luloff, down at the last strike, just looking to put the ball in play, looking to keep this season alive. And you got to continue to think about all this team has been through. If any team can come back from a 3-run deficit, it can be this Delaware squad.
Garrison set the 1-2. Check swing, did not go. And Toms River East will be on their way to Williamsport. What an amazing comeback for this New Jersey team, X. The fight and will to come back down 3-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Put up 6 runs, the huge bases clearing hit by Carson Frazier. What an amazing win.
And that's exactly why you continue to grind out at bat after at bat, even though you may not be getting the result that you're looking forward to seeing. As long as you continue to grind that out and have a good approach, good things will happen.
Field at 6 p.m. That game will be broadcast live on ESPN.
I want us to take another look at Frazier and what this team in New Jersey was able to do in the top of the 6th. They continue to battle. Frazier with the big knock. He's getting the team juiced because he knew how big that hit was for his squad.
Oh my God, they got to play us tomorrow. Yeah, go back and think about that.
Well, here's the championship. It's all set. Tomorrow, 6 Eastern on ESPN. That'll be Oaks, Pennsylvania, and Toms River, New Jersey, a rematch of the winner's bracket game. That happened last night, and it was Pennsylvania that won that game 6-1. Can Toms River get a little revenge there? Regardless, we have 2 teams out of the Mid-Atlantic that are going to Williamsport, and that is Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Congratulations to both those teams. Congratulations to Delaware as well. That was a tough way to lose, but a great fight shown by Kristen Caldwell's group. Oh, it's Carson Frazier with the huge hit to put his team on top. New Jersey is going to Williamsport. We'll throw it back to studio.